From the Dignity Health Studios at the Bakersfield, Californian, this is Condors Unleashed.
Condors with the lead pass out to Lazard. He's been out of the box. On a breakaway, Lazard in, shooting, scores!
Headlines, highlights, coach's corner, player interview, and everything happening around Condors Town. Now in HD.
Save, rebound, scores! Not walking it back, and scores! One-timer, quick shoots and scores!
Now, two guys just trying to capture the spirit of the thing. Here are the voices of the Condors, Ryan Holt and Kevin Bartle.
Thanks to our great producer, Chris McCullough, for updating the Condors intro for Condors Unleashed. Looks great, Chris.
It does look
it's awesome.
great.
It's the highlights from the first quarter of the season. Yes, folks, we're a quarter into the season already.
Are we a quarter? Is that right?
Yeah,
I think
20.
we're like a third, aren't we?
Well,
How many games?
Yeah, we're at least a third in. Almost a third.
Almost. We will be by the end of this week.
My goodness. Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle, thanks for taking your lunch hour, spending it with us. We're live from the Dignity Health Studios inside the Bakersfield, Californian. So this, of course, is Condors Unleashed, back for season number 2. We're off and running. We won't have Condors Unleashed for the next 2 weeks, so you'll have to just deal with us. So this will be our holiday extravaganza episode of Condors Unleashed, which we just found out about 5 minutes ago. Bart, how are you?
I'm great. I should have worn my Christmas outfit.
Yeah, I think we need to get that picture up at some point during our fourth segment. Bartle has a onesie prepared for today's holiday party.
Stop. People are watching back at the office.
Yes.
It's a surprise.
Great. It's a full onesie.
Shut
Santa.
up.
He looks like Santa. This kid but little Bartle is an elf. It's awesome.
I know, he's the cutest elf you've ever seen.
Condors coming back from Boise, Idaho, back this week in action Thursday, Friday, Saturday at home. Condors are on the road on Wednesday. The Condors get a big 3 points up in Idaho. It was a challenging game for Saturday's game. The Condors 0-1-1 going into that contest, but able to come out and pretty much dominate Idaho from start to finish.
Well, I thought it was a good road trip. I mean, it's not fantastic. You get 3 out of 6 points. Yeah, I think the way Friday's game finished kind of left a more of a positive taste in everybody's mouth as well with the comeback, with the late rally. I was joking about it. I got up to do a load of laundry, and the Condors were down by 4 goals. And I go back, and I hear, oh, Idaho hangs on for this one. I'm like, hang on? It was 5-1 when I got up to do the Whites.
Bartle, stop. Nobody likes the Whites.
I mean, I had to do the Whites.
Don't let him kid you. Bartle does not do the laundry in his house. There's not a chance. Not a chance.
Listen, yeah, there is a chance. First of all, I do the laundry. All right, and my wife, who's probably not watching right now, likes to say she's doing the laundry.
She doesn't even know you have a show.
Let me get one thing straight for everybody watching right now. Doing the laundry means folding the laundry, okay? Because you're not actually doing the laundry. The machine is doing the laundry. You dump the clothes in a washing machine, and the machine does the laundry. You can't say you did the laundry just by putting it in the machine. You have to take it out of the dryer and fold it and put it in a basket, or you haven't done the laundry.
I could see you as the type of person who has like an old school sink that you actually physically wash the clothes in.
Yes. I have a wash tub and a scrubber and everything. And let me tell you, it's cold doing your laundry in January and December.
That's why we have our knit caps. So the Condors home Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll get to all of that coming up here in the program. We'll have JF Wool, we'll have Josh Curry, we'll have Louis Amestoy from the Californian as well. Jam-packed show. It's our holiday extravaganza since we just found out 5 minutes ago, as I mentioned. So let's get right to it, Parts.
Yeah, let's. Holty's headlines. I was just waiting to see how long I could hold that pose uncomfortably before Chris started yelling at me.
Guys, you have to introduce Holty's headlines. You have to hurry. Introduce Holty's headlines. Hurry up. Move along. Hurry up. All right, recap. Condors that go into Idaho take 3 out of 6 points up in Idaho, and a big 3 points for this Condors team. We could roll the highlight film from Saturday night's game. The Condors ending up with a 5-1 victory over the Idaho Steelheads. And Bart's, you look at this Pacific Division. Brought to you by CenturyLink. From top to bottom here in the Pacific Division, everything separated by just 9 points. It was 6 points going into the weekend, 1 through 7 in the Western Conference Pacific Division. So you can't really go on a skid in the Western Division, in the Pacific Division, because you'll end up in 6th or 7th out of a playoff spot. But on the flip side, if you put together a couple of wins, you're right back near the top.
Well, I mean, just get used to it. It's going to be like this all season long. Anyone can beat anybody on any given night, and everyone's going to have their stretches where they win 5 or 6 in a row, and then you're going to have your stretches where you don't get points 5 or 6 in a row. And it's just going to happen. Just get used to it.
Got to look at Franz Tuohima between the pipes. Made a big save coming up right here on this play. Rob and Galen Patterson. I thought that was the key moment in the game. It was back in the first period, but it was a 0-0 hockey game at that point. That puck finds the back of the net. It's a completely different momentum feeling, completely different hockey game, I think, on that one save.
Well, in Tuohima, who was really good. Actually, the Condors got some great goaltending a little earlier in the season, and if that returns, this Condors team could really get hot again.
Condors end up going into the second period scoreless, but Gabriel Verpass's first goal of the season. Good to see Verpe on the board. The blast from the right point wasn't deflected on its way by, and he found the back of the net, his first of the year. 6th Condor this season, Barts, to pick up his first pro goal here in Condorstown.
It's a young team. We're going to have more guys that get their first points for sure, and great to see him get in on the offensive mix.
David DeCastroza tied the game at 1 apiece, but from then on it was all Condors all the time, including shorthanded. The Condors give up a couple of opportunities, but Franz Tuohima there to deny a couple of steelheads. And then this was a physical hockey game. We'll talk with JF Wool about it a little bit here in the coach's corner coming up in just a few minutes. But this was a very physical hockey game. Ton of hits being thrown around, and both sides are getting into it post-whistle and after scrums as well.
Hey, we've seen a lot of that this season, and it's just the way the Condor schedule has gone. It's like 3 games against this team, 4 games against that team. You can only play teams so many times in a row before you start to dislike each other.
You see the chances at both ends. Both teams had a number of scoring opportunities. That was a heck of a play by Kellen Jones, forcing it free. Jonathan Lessard, his first of 2 on the evening, a snipe from the top of the slot. The Condors weren't done there. They continued to keep the pressure on the Steelheads and eventually went shorthanded. And when they found themselves shorthanded, it was Kellen Jones who was able to make a nice play out to his brother as the Condors just did a tremendous job. Even on 2-on-1s, there you see Tuohima once again with another big stop late in the second period. And here's the shorthanded goal. Watch this play by Kellen Jones. Just flips it to open space, lets his brother run onto it like a wide receiver, and then through the legs of a wide receiver. Yeah,
okay.
A wide receiver. Yeah, sometimes it slips out.
I know.
Sometimes.
It's you could take the boy out of Boston.
Sometimes I roll into my French as well, too. There you see Tuohima. Couple of more saves from Franz Tuohima, and thanks to the Steelheads for all these highlights as well. Plenty of Tuohima saves in this one. Condors doing a good job boxing out in front. Got to the third period up 3-1. Ended up sealing it with a couple of goals late in the hockey game. Jonathan Lessard takes one, and Sebastian Sylvestre gets the other. See Brendan Nash with a big hit over the blue line. Here's Lessard's second of the night. Nice play by Sylvester McNeil to get the puck right back to him. Never giving up on the play. Jonathan Lessard now goals in 4 straight games, and here's Sylvestre's goal through the wickets once again of Henry Kiviaho, and that came with under 10 seconds left, and then watch this, Devin Didiamidi. Oop, all right, here we go. We're going to have some funsies at the end of it.
The whole team is celebrating in front of the Idaho bench. I love it. It's great.
Hey, if you don't like it, stop it. That's what I was always taught as a kid. If you don't like something, make it stop from happening.
Well, that's what Didiamidi tried.
Yeah. Condors get the win 5-1, end up getting 3 out of 6 points in Idaho. All right, moving on. I won. Let's roll the video. To the all-important who's going to score the teddy bear toss, and I apologize to the player I'm going to pick because I'm cursing him because it's clearly a Holty jinx. All right, here's my reasoning. A number or a derivative, is it a derivative, of 11 has scored the teddy bear toss goal 6 times. Is that right? 4, 5?
Yeah, but
6
not
times.
any of the last 2 seasons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Sorry, 7 times. The derivative of 11 has scored it 7 times. Only a non-Canadian has scored it twice in 15 years. Nobody over 30. And how about this one? The player's first name has had 1 syllable 10 out of the 15 years.
Whoa!
Yeah. You like that one?
That's pretty good.
So derivative of 11, first syllable, 1 syllable first name, nobody over 30.
I'm going with Chase Shaver.
Oh, that was mine.
I nailed you right in your mind.
You got me right in my mind. Sorry.
You're an idiot.
I
I'm
just
not
wanna-
going with
I
Chase
just want to
Faber.
make
I
sure
just wanted
that,
to steal
that
your
everyone
thunder.
knows here, too, that
Are you on tape delay there, by the way? Why?
Yeah.
Why was your audio not synced up with the
I don't know.
video?
I want everyone to know, too, that Bartle picked Sebastian Sylvester, and he didn't even
He
play.
didn't even play. That's not my fault.
I also picked...
That's his fault over there.
I
ask him sitting right over there in the green room.
I picked Chase Shaber on a power play goal in the first period. I nailed it. I win. All right, moving on. Condors with 3 home games this week. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday and Saturday start at 7 o'clock. Sunday afternoon at 5:30. So it's a special start time on Sunday. And as I mentioned on Danny Hill's show this morning, the 49ers are terrible. The Raiders are terrible. The Chargers lost last week. So come on out and see the Condors at 5:30. You have
Look
no
at these
football to watch.
hats.
Yeah, you can get one of these hats. Condors knit caps, toques, whatever you want to call them. They look great. They're very snug.
They got the
Either that or I have a
They
big
got the
head.
little tuft on top. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, a little ball. It's
Yeah.
great. $5 margaritas on Thursday, dollar sodas as well. It's also a Toys for Tots charity toy drive as well, presented by R&D Leather Furniture and Carl's Jr. So you can bring a toy, new or like new, to the game on Thursday, and you'll get yourself a $1 ticket to the game on a Thursday evening. Sunday, a skate for the team post-game. Bring your skates, or you can rent them for $5. And, of course, first 2,000 kids 17 and under take home one of these. They're great.
Yeah, don't forget on Sunday, too, the family pizza deal.
Yes.
It's
You get
only
a family
$25
pizza.
bucks.
You get a family-sized pizza and 4 sodas for $25. What's
I mean,
better
it's
than that?
great. Come
Can't
to the
beat that.
game, skate with the team, eat pizza.
Speaking of pizza, where's Mountain Mike's? I need pizza right now. Moving on. Condors aren't the only one. Here's the homestand. Thursday, the 11th. That's the margarita night. $5 margaritas. Toys for Tots charity toy drive. Also on Saturday, it's the knit cap giveaway on the 13th at 7 p.m. And then on Sunday at 5:30 p.m., skate with the team following the game. Get your autographs and everything after the game as well. All right, we're not the only ones to do teddy bear toss. The Edmonton Oil Kings also did teddy bear toss over the weekend. Let's roll the video as we have it here. And a big teddy bear toss up in Edmonton. They had over 13,000 folks inside Rexall Place, which, of course, is the home of the Edmonton Oilers as well. So much bigger arena for teddy bears to come flying from. And they get the goal early in the first period, in the first minute. And over 11,000 teddy bears hit the ice at Rexall Place. That means that the Condors challenge with the Edmonton Oil Kings. We challenged ourselves to combine Oil Country for over 18,000 teddy bears. You add their 11,000 plus our 7,300. We're over 18,000. So well done, Oil Country. And that's a lot of teddy bears.
It's great. It's awesome. I love it.
More news around Oil Country. You get another picture of the teddy bear toss up in Edmonton. Well, moving over to Oklahoma City. How about the Barons right now? No team hotter. I shouldn't say no team hotter because one team is hotter, the Springfield Falcons. But no team hotter in the Western Conference than Oklahoma City. 9-0-1 in their last 10 games. They have 8 straight victories. Laurent Brossoit has won his last 5 starts. He's been unstoppable. And this Barons team off and rolling. And you get some looks at some highlights. The number 1 netminder in OKC right now, Richard Bachman. But it's kind of been a split duty as of late, with LB picking up 5 wins in the month of November alone. And the Barons' first spot in the Western Division in the AHL. Also, Josh Winkwist, currently up in Oklahoma City, earned his first AHL assist over the weekend.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Picked up a point on Saturday. He was a +1, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But good team up there in Oak City, and they've had a number of good teams up there over the last 5 years. They've put up 90 points 3 years in a row, or three out of the last 5, and it looks like they're on their way again.
Heck of a feed in front to Anton Lander, the captain of the Barons. But remember, too, 3 out of 5 years, Barts. I mean, we were all excited last year. Condors got to the Western Conference Finals, gets the Alaska Aces. This is awesome.
Yeah.
There's 8 teams out west. Again, not diminishing what the Condors did last year. There's 15 teams in the Western Conference. It's NHL style.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's noteworthy to make the playoffs, 5 straight years in the American Hockey League. And
They've been to the Western Conference Finals 3 out of 5 years.
It's good.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, they're red hot.
My goodness. They started terribly last year, much like the Condors did, and they found their way into the playoffs as the 8th seed last year, somehow miraculously in the second half of the season. Todd Nelson does a great job with that Barons crew in the AHL, and hats off to them. Hopefully they keep the hot streak going. Edmonton Oilers also picked up a win the other night over San Jose. They're in action tonight as well against the Sharks. They're in California. So,
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's great.
Then they're going to head down to Anaheim and take on the Ducks. So I told them they can stop by and we'll buy lunch.
They're gonna pass right by.
Yeah, we'll buy lunch. Yeah. All right, moving on. Our last headline is a spoiler.
We're not supposed to talk about this.
Yeah, breaking news. Breaking news. Cameron Abney is back in Condors Town. Well, he's not back in Condors Town yet, but he's in America, so we can say that he's
He got through immigration, so
Yeah.
I'm comfortable saying something about it.
So he's back signed. Cameron Abney back with the Condors. 6 fighting majors last year while in Bakersfield in 24 games. Also had 5 points and was +4. And all-around great guy. And Bart, you had a funny conversation with Abs before he signed.
Yeah, I was right when I just called him just to always touch base about travel plans and immigration and stuff. And, hey, so you're coming back to Condors Town, huh? Yeah, well, nobody has more fun, right?
I love it.
Yeah, you're right on cue, Abney. Right on cue.
I love it. In other news, the Condors trading Jonathan Narbonne to the Missouri Mavericks for future consideration. So Narbonne leaves the Condors. The Condors had a plethora of defensemen back there, and then Narbonne looking for a little more playing time and picked it up in Missouri. He'll head to the Missouri Mavericks in the Central Division. All right, that's it for Holty's headlines. That was a pretty good Holty's headlines. That was almost professional style.
If you say so.
If you say so.
We'll watch the tape and grade you later.
Yeah. When we come back, we'll be joined by Condors head coach J.F. We'll get his thoughts on 3 points in 6 out of 6 up in Idaho and look ahead to this busy week for the Condors. 4 games for the Condors, 3 at home. We'll highlight all that next to Condors Unleashed, live from the Dignity Health Studios inside the Bakersfield, California. Stay tuned.